Who the fuck is he, anyways? He's
I don't know.
usually
He said
popped in by now.
Yeah. Oh, man. Sunday night. Good news is Stain was wrong, and my team is now 1-3.
Yeah, Stain better been wrong about, or had better been right about mine. Damn it.
Yeah, he said you were going to win. So
yeah, by 3.
Noticed, like, every time he says a team is going to win, they're not winning. Rhino's in the chat room. He's like, I'm here. So he said that Houston was going down in flames this week. Now my Texans pull it out. Not only pull it out, they pull it out in a friggin' blowout. Or did you see that?
Yeah, I casted that game.
Smalls, he says, send him the link on Messenger. I took today away from literally everything. I was just like, I've been fried with everything I've had going on over the last couple of weeks. I literally just came over to the computer just now to start the show. Yeah, 26-0 over the Titans. I'm like, thank you. That's what you Tennessee fuckers get for ripping off my Oilers. Fuckers.
How am I supposed to send it to him over Messenger when he doesn't have a Facebook?
I put the link in the chat room on Southern Fried Radio. I figured he would have used that.
There, I'll drop it again.
Oh, there you go. But, he says iMessage.
Oh. That I can do.
Okay. But no, I'll tell you what, man. So Squirrel, who is, and everybody welcome to Mayhem's Amigos. I'm TJ with Smalls. Guess we're going to have Rye jumping in here pretty soon. I don't know if we're going to see Steve tonight. I don't know who else we're going to see. I hope we kind of see some more of the regular folks, but I know we are not going to see Squirrel. Squirrel, I've been getting such a kick out of this all weekend. Squirrel got invited to go to a wedding as the plus one with a girlfriend of hers. All right, so okay, here's these two women. They're going together, and I was the first one to say anything. I'm like, so you're her date? And she goes, well, no, it's not like that. And I'm like, no, you're her date. And
fuckers.
Rhino telling us we're number one.
My team's losing, them motherfuckers.
Well, Stain said your team was going to win.
Well, that's why fucking my team's losing is because they rooting for them motherfuckers.
I'm telling you, every time Steve says a team is going to win, they end up fucking losing.
All but his goddamn Eagles.
3 weeks in a row was, Houston's going to win this one. And I ended up losing. And finally he says, they're going to choke. And we just stomped the hell out of Tennessee.
Yeah, that was a blowout.
Yeah, that was great.
I'd never thought that the Texans were going to pull it together and score more than a field goal.
I'm happy. I was seriously sitting here thinking, like, the only thing they're going to get right this year is going to be the bye week.
Well, now
I have been saying it all week.
Now you're not the only one on the 0-1 or on the
0-4 bench. Yeah.
Yeah. It looks like fucking the Giants are going to fucking beat the Chargers, which would be amazing.
That'd be nuts.
That'd be amazing.
But I want to, I've noticed that every time Steve says a team is going to win,
I'm going to choke him. I'm going to choke him. If the Bears lose today, I'm choking Steve.
I mean, you guys are more than welcome to join me on the 1 and 3 bench.
Yeah, I might be sitting there after this week. 7-3 Kansas City.
Yep. That's just odd for KC, especially in the last couple of years.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. People have got too much fucking intel on them now.
Yeah, I think so. So they got to change it up a little bit and figure out what they're going to do next.
Yep.
I know exactly how they're going to play.
But all right, so back to what I was talking about with Squirrel. She ended up going to this wedding in Albuquerque, drove up from Las Cruces. And the other gal is a mutual friend of ours, and she's a massage therapist, and she's about a half a sadist, which is why I pay her to go ahead and work on my back. Because that woman gets on your back, and she likes making you, working everything out where you are in pain to get out of pain. Do you know what I mean? And she also knows the spots not to hit.
Happy ending?
No.
Damn.
Although I did show, although a couple years ago I did show her a picture of Steve, and she said if I paid enough, she would consider it for Steve. But I'd have to get him from Illinois to southern New Mexico. And I'm like, yeah, his truck's not going to make it to St. Louis. I'm not going to try to send him down on a 22-hour drive. And we already knew
his truck made it through the damn car show, though, didn't it?
Yeah, it did do that. But you know what?
I can't believe he entered it.
I can't believe he actually. Yeah, no kidding. I can't believe he drove it in that damn that cruise.
That's cool.
So, here they are, and I'm like, oh, look at you two on your first lesbian date. And I've been giving Squirrel shit about this all weekend. Like, how's your, so, this morning I get up, and I'm sitting in my recliner, I'm drinking my coffee. I took trash out, swept floors, and did some general maintenance around here. And then I'm like, I kind of wondered. So I grabbed my phone. I text her. I said, so, how did your lesbian date go last night? Did everything end up well? And she goes, well, we shared a bed. And I was like, well, got to be careful because once you go lesbian, you're always going to want some kitty. I said, now the question is, which one of you is going to be the dominant one? She goes, we had that same talk. So, I said, that's, I'm glad you guys are fine. You're going to come out with your love for each other. That is awesome. It's so great. It makes me want to barf. Just because it's so sweet. And I said, there is a positive. I told her, I said, there is a positive side to all that. She goes, what's that? I said, there'll always be boobs around. And she goes, are you ever going to stop? I said, oh, hell no. We've been friends for over 20 years. You expect me to stop now? And this is literally my bet. And I've always had kind of this sneaking suspicion. I was like, man, you know what? If she tried the lesbian thing one time, that was going to be it. She flipped. And I was like, and it's either we're joking with each other because we're doing this all over text, so I can't hear what's going on, or this is actually fucking serious, and the switch got flipped.
No.
The switch got flipped. I'm happy for her, But if we're messing with each other, I'm happy for me because it's fun. Let me see. I'm going to get a KC update here. Ooh. 7-3 in the second quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I'm going to blame Steve. Every time Steve says a team is going to win, they end up on the loser's bench.
All but his damn fucking Eagles.
Yeah, what the fuck is that? Did they win again today?
Yeah.
You gotta be kidding me. How are them dirty birds still undefeated?
Luck.
Tush push.
It's all that fucking tush push.
It's got to be it. I didn't know that a finger in the butt could make a team play better. Of course, first thing that comes up when I type in Chicago is my Cubs. 7-3 Raiders right now. I kind of had a feeling, man, they're playing in Vegas, so that was going to be a tough one. I mean, I just hate to say it. I really did. I had a bad feeling about that one. Of course, I sat here and said my team was going to be 0-17 this year.
Well, they could be close to it.
Yeah, like 1-16.
Yeah.
Chills is in the chat room going, "Go Chiefs!"
Hey, Chills. At least Chills is rooting for a good team. He used to be anti-Chief. I don't know what come across him.
Hey, all I'm going to say is very simply put, I have been a Cub fan my whole life. And if I can stay loyal to Cubs, I can stay loyal to anything.
I'm sorry.
I've been a Bears fan all my life, so.
See, there you go.
I'd be embarrassed to even say I was a Cub fan.
Well, that, you know.
7-6, Kansas City is now closer.
You know, being a Cub fan, it takes a lot of loyalty and patience.
And being able to be disappointed a lot.
See, that's why we just generally we end up not watching baseball, and we have a lot of kids.
That motherfucker took our parking spot.
I mean, that's kind of how it works on my end anyway. It's like, well, let's see. I can't really say something about my middle son, you know, my middle kid, my youngest son, but my daughter, she was conceived in 2003 when the Cubs were doing really good. They blew it in the NLCS.
I got to go in here. I will be back after a while.
Rotza Rook.
Yep. Bye.
Later. No, that was it, man. I was like, you know, that was the fun part. It's like, wait a minute, Cubs made it to the NLCS, and then I found out I conceived my girl at the time with my daughter. So I must have been very happy about that.
Must have.
I was not happy.
That's all right. The boy,
yeah,
was conceived on her first birthday.
Oh boy. So you're gonna blame her for him?
Talk about happy birthday, right?
No kidding. See, I have fun with it though. Like, you know, my daughter, she goes, "Well, where was I conceived?" I said, "On the hood of a Mitsubishi Eclipse."
Man, yeah. I don't even want to watch this game anymore.
Yeah, my middle one, my older son, he goes, you know, when he asked me where he was conceived, I'm going to have to say on Rage's couch. And my younger son, he's like, "Well, where was I conceived?" I said, "In a Winnebago." Like, I never got anybody knocked up in my bed. It was always somewhere else.
Anywhere but the bed.
Yeah, anywhere but my bedroom. And then it's like, okay, well, you're knocked up with my daughter. And that was because we pulled over in the woods, and then I bent her over the hood of the car. My older son, the middle child, his mom basically attacked me while I was sitting on Rage's couch after her and Rage broke up. And that's how she wound up knocked up. And my younger son, me and his mom were out on a camping trip with the Winnebago, and that wasn't even in the bed on the Winnebago. I knocked her up on the couch. So, yeah, it was crazy. Not a damn one of them was ever ever conceived at home.
I think all mine were actually conceived in a bed. No, my oldest was on a couch.
See, I love the question when they go, do you have anything that I could take that shows my birth for health class? No, but I got some great video of your conception. Like that. I get to look, Dad! What? I'm trying to be helpful. Oh, man. No, we got done last night. I walked in. I just crashed in my bedroom. Got up this morning. Hey, here's what's weird is I got up at about 6:30, 7 o'clock this morning, my normal time, right? Got up. I had a cup of coffee, smoked a cigarette.
Son of a bitch.
Sat there for about 45 minutes, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go lay down for another hour or so, right? Noon rolls around, and I'm like, shit, I wanted to be up in time for Stain's show. Fuck. Oh, well, I slept through it. And the only thing I could think is, maybe that was my system's way of telling me I really needed to go relax. Because I never sleep till noon. Ever.
Man, I can't remember the last time I slept like that.
Well, that
Holy shit.
What happened?
2 fucking sacks in a row.
That's going to be a short little drive for the Bears.
Damn. It's over. It's a done deal.
That's the other thing about being a Cub fan. You know when it just went to hell. But the Cubs are looking good this year. I don't think they've got a World Series shot this year. But I'm thinking in the next couple of years, the Cubs have a shot.
You sound like a Cubs fan.
Oh, I
think they got a shot.
I'm being very honest about it. Like, it's bottom of the 8th right now. The Cubs are winning over the Cardinals 2-0. I'm very happy with that.
Rhino not too happy.
I don't care. But, I mean, we've cinched wild card. So it looks like it's going to be Cubs and Padres for the wild card. And then you've got the Phillies, the Brewers, and the Dodgers. They're in. I think we'll win the wild card game. And depending on who we see in the NLDS, that's going to be the question mark.
Yeah, I don't really keep up with baseball. My team don't ever win.
You're a Cardinal fan?
Cardinals win. Not recently, but
not in the last 10 years. They have not been that great in a lot of years.
But no, I'm a White Sox fan.
Oof. Oof, wrong side of town. Let's see where they're at, though. Oh, yeah. I don't think you want to know where they're at. Ouch. That is a horrible average. Did I read that right? Oh, no. It was worse than what I read. Dude, the White Sox this year are carrying a 366 average. That is terrible. Cubs got a 565 average, and they're only 5 games out in the National Central. It's like, son of a bitch. But they did the smart thing. Like, when they knew they cinched their playoff bid, they backed off. And just started, trying to save who they've got,
Right.
But they can't let the fucking Cardinals win. That's just sacrilege. All right, we're heading into the top of the ninth. Cubs up 2-0. Looking good so far, Cubbies. So at least I got some hope there.
Right.
I can say I've got hope with the Cubbies. When I'm looking National League, I got to admit, yeah, I'm cheering the Bears on. I mean, I'm still my American League team is the one or my NFC team is the Bears. I mean, I do cheer the Bears on. My AFC team I follow closer, which is Houston.
Yeah, see, right now my AFC team got in bed with the enemy.
Uh-oh.
I am not a Rodgers fan.
No, Steelers.
At all.
No, Rodgers went to the worst team ever. Right out of the gate, he was a fucking Packer.
Right.
Fuck the Packer. The only thing the Packers ever had going for them was Vince Lombardi. That's it.
Oh, no. All the years Andy Reid was with them.
Fuck Andy Reid. I mean, I'll tell you what. I've got a lot of respect for Lombardi. I just wish he could have been the Bears head coach.
Right.
But the Bears got Ditka, who was a killer on the field and even more of a killer as a head coach. They had a former when I was in high school, they had a former Packer that they brought in to talk to us at school, right? And he says there was only one person he was afraid of ever being
hit. Interception. Sorry, didn't mean to cut
Bears
you
got
off.
it?
Yep.
Is it a pick six or what?
No. I got a little more excited.
Oh, might be another baby on the way. You're getting that excited.
If there was ever going to be another baby, it had done happened.
But no, like I said, when you look at it, right? Or this guy, he was in there, he's talking. I can't remember the name of the guy, but he says there was one person he was afraid of being hit by. Walter Payton.
Yep, that Walter Payton is my guy, dude.
Oh man, sweetness, yeah, done.
I don't care if his records have been beat or not. There'll still never be another Walter Payton.
Well, I mean, you've got multiple people that have beat all of Babe Ruth's records, but it took those multiple people to beat what the one guy did.
Right.
And I think that's the thing that people overlook a lot. When you have multiple people it takes to beat one person's records. I mean, as much as I fucking hate the guy, and I mean, I hate this guy more than I do Patrick Mahomes. And
Patrick Mahomes.
that's Tom Brady.
Oh,
I
come
cannot
on.
fucking stand Pretty Boy Brady. But you look at every single record that guy has. And he's got how many of them now? Even made it through Deflategate. Unscathed. The fact is, you got to, when you talk about the greatest quarterbacks of all time, you have to put Brady in the conversation.
You have to.
There's no way around it. I mean, me personally, and I'll tell you right now, and it's not so much the team, it was the quarterback that I really liked. And Rhino's going to hate this, but one of my favorite quarterbacks of all time is John Elway.
I never did. He just didn't get what he deserved as a quarterback, as a high-performing quarterback.
Yeah. Another one, Dan Marino. He was a dick for leading the fucking Dolphins to the one loss. But Dan Marino was a hell of a fucking quarterback. Win, lose, or draw, whether you like him or hate him. And I do feel sorry for the guy having never got his Super Bowl. He's the best quarterback Miami ever had and never got his Super Bowl.
Nope.
Big Ben goes into that conversation.
Yeah.
You have so many just amazing football team or quarterbacks that are out there.
I mean, you also got you got to have Montana in that. You got to have Steve Young in that conversation, who doesn't get enough fucking.
No, he don't. Joe Willie Namath.
Yep.
Warren Moon.
And he wasn't a great quarterback, but
holy shit. This is just released by Fox News, everybody. Epstein documents released by House Democrats name Elon Musk, Steve Bannon, and Peter Thiel. The oversight Democrats have released more of the documents relating to the Epstein, to Jeffrey Epstein, and they mention ex-CEO Elon Musk, political strategist Steve Bannon, and tech billionaire Peter Thiel. Democrats on the committee released 6 heavily redacted pages on Friday afternoon out of the 8,544 documents it received, which includes portions of Epstein's apparent schedule and ledger. Musk was mentioned in Epstein's apparent schedule regarding a potential trip to the island.
Huh.
Because of this, House Democrats are now opening a probe into the FBI's handling of the Epstein documents. Epstein, of course, the Epstein's Island is where all the sexual atrocities occurred. Reminder, December 6, 2014. Elon Musk, are you still coming to the island? On November 27th, 17, Epstein was scheduled to have lunch with Peter Thiel. Bannon was scheduled to have lunch with Epstein on February 16, 2019. A Democrat spokesperson for the House Oversight Committee said they will not stop until they identify everyone complicit in Epstein's heinous crimes. And it should be clear to every American that Jeffrey Epstein was friends with some of the most powerful and wealthiest people in the world. Every new document provides new information as we work to bring justice for the survivors and victims. It's past time for Attorney General Bondi to release all of the files now. Okay, so we had earlier this week, I was very upset about it. Matter of fact, it was on Thursday, but there was a defense spending bill that was shot down. And we talked about this. It was shot down literally because of the Democrats wanting to release the Epstein files. So rather than fund the military, they shot it down so they didn't have to release the Epstein files. Now we're starting to see some major players coming out in this. And let's face it, over the last, 11 months, Elon Musk has become a major player. Now, here's a guy that held a government position, even though it was a created one, that did not have to be confirmed by the Senate, and flipped our country on its ear. And we're still not seeing all the money that he said we were going to see. And the rumor is down here that he backed out because he knew he wasn't going to hit the projected, what was it, 1 billion or 1 trillion that he said he was going to save the country in 5 months.
Still found a lot.
He found a lot. I'll give him credit for what he found. He found a lot of overspending, and good for him. But nowhere near what he said he was going to do. And he's also got his hands in that fucking whammo, that the damn driverless taxis that every time I'm in Austin and I have to do something with one of them around, it tries to hit me. I don't trust them fuckers at all. You seen one of them yet? Oh my God. Here. Let me see if I can find one on. It's basically an electric car with a bunch of fucking fans on it and no driver.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And if it doesn't catch you right away, it'll try to run you over. I'm looking at it going, hey, look, I know it's a little later, but damn it, the Terminator ain't here yet. Stop trying to fucking kill me. That was another news story I picked up, by the way. The creator of the Terminator, he came out in a news article in Los Angeles the other day saying, see, I warned everybody about this back in 1984, and look at what AI is doing now.
Yeah, Skynet's going to be real, man.
Yeah, it's going to happen. When we start hearing, I'm going to be like, fuck this. Where do I park this coach underground? Fuck this noise. Steve will be crop dusting as housekeeper.
Speaking of Steve, where's he at?
I'm sure he's probably relaxing. I'd love to have him on tonight, but I think he's relaxing. Maybe he's crop dusting as housekeeper.
Or himself.
Well, he does that on a regular. I don't think he even notices that now.
He got nose blind to it.
Yep. But when he got her on the air, and she's like, oh my God, while she's trying to, I don't know, dig something out of his back. Like, and she had on the gloves and everything, and she's digging into his back. I think it was, somebody said that, she was popping zits or something, right? And you could see him just screaming. And you know that was not the only thing coming out of his body when she was digging in like that.
That's funny.
And then she stopped and goes, oh, you really didn't do that. And starts waving her hand. So as she was doing that, that's when he crop dusted her. I was like, that's great. If you're going to crop dust somebody, or if you're going to start, popping boils on somebody's back, you better be able to handle the crop dusting that goes with it.
Yep.
I mean, for crying out loud. Like, what's that one? Dr. Pimple Popper or whatever? I can't fucking stand that shit. Like, why does anybody find that entertaining?
Yeah, I don't know. Not for me.
Oh, my ex-wife thought it was like her mission in life. When my son got out of the car this year and I was dropping him off, ooh, let me pop it. He goes, no, I don't want you to pop it. Well, I'm going to do it. So you stand there. He goes, no, leave me the hell alone.
All right, I'll be right back.
All right. Just amazing to me that that's what we've got going on. I don't understand how anybody could get such a thrill out of popping somebody's acne. That's just gross. I don't understand at all. Oh, man. Let's see. Let's get some more NFL updates. I'm trying to remember how I used to do this where I'd get all the games at once. All right, here we go. Let's see if we got it. All right. Oh, let's see. Kansas City is currently up 13-7 over the Ravens. Indianapolis Colts are down 13-10 at halftime. There we go. Now I got the full list. Now I can see it. All right, today's final so far. Seahawks, well, that was Thursday. Okay, today, Steelers over the Vikings, 24-21. Falcons down the Commanders, 34-27. Giants,
Oh, Jesus.
Giants beat the Chargers, 21-18.
Oh,
Texans
Jesus.
dominate Tennessee, 26-0. Philadelphia beats the Buccaneers, 31-25. Patriots over the Panthers, 42-13. And the Bills proved that they're still the Aints at 31-19. And Lions just went ahead and they took the Browns to the bowl, 34-10. Current games ongoing right now in the second quarter. Jaguars are up 14-6 over the 49ers. Halftime, Rams are beating the Colts 13-10. Bears are down by 1, 7-6 against the Raiders. Raider Nation.
Bears are down by a lot now.
Oh, Raiders score.
Raiders just fucking had a big play, man. It's 14-6 now.
And Chiefs are up over the Ravens 13-7.
Would you go away? Not you.
So the games that are still left for today are
Go.
Cowboys and the Packers.
Go for the tie on that one.
you're rooting for the refs.
Yep.
Then you've got Jets and Dolphins.
Jets on that one.
Broncos and the Bungles.
Ooh, that might actually be a good game.
See which one could fuck it up more.
The Bengals have a decent team if they get it together.
Yeah, well, they're not totally relying on Ocho Cinco anymore. So, no, that's where we're at right now, according to this. Here, let me refresh it. All right, yep, there. Now it's up to date. 14-6 Raiders and still 13-7 Chiefs.
I'm gonna choke Steve. fucking pick my team.
Oh, he
How
picked your
fucking
team.
dare he?
He was adamant that it was going to be your team by 3.
Game's not over. There's still another whole half of football, but boy, the Bears better get it together if they want to do anything.
Well, good luck on that one.
I told people, I was like, they look good against the Cowboys, but the Bears have.
It's not saying much.
The Bears, that, and they have always had a problem with consistency.
They do.
They have a good team, but you only see glimpses of it.
What's happening, Volkster? But yeah, they've always had just major consistency issues. If they would get consistent with what they're doing, they'd be
a dominant team.
They'd be a contender. But they basically handed away the defense.
This season, though, I expected a shit season.
Yeah.
Really? I mean, you got an entirely brand new coaching staff. When Ben Johnson come in, he hired a whole new staff.
Right. Bulk says he's watching the cup race right now.
Probably more interesting than the game.
Like I said, I'm happy Houston won.
Bears don't get their shit together, I'm going to be joining you on that
1-3 bench.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, we got one. We got one win. Okay. All right. That's better. That's one. How many more are we going to lose, you know?
It's better than 0.
Right.
But hey, look at it this way. If you have a shit season, you want to be as close to 0 wins as possible.
Oh, yeah, for the draft pick. Absolutely.
You want that draft. How do you think we scored Caleb Williams?
Oh, dude, we're going to have a shit season this year. I just see it.
But now we've got this young team with a whole new coaching staff. And it's just not looking pretty.
No, it's tough. I mean,
and you got to stop and think. Caleb is just in his second season and has had 3 head coaches.
Yeah, his head's got to be spinning right about now.
Right. That poor guy ain't got 2 seasons under his belt and has 3 coaches, all for the same team.
Oh shit! I take it back. There's 2 Monday Night Football games tomorrow night.
Yes, doubleheader.
Yeah, Jets and Dolphins and Bengals and Broncos. So you got the Packers and the Cowboys. That's the last game for today after these are done.
Man, I don't even know if I want to watch that game.
I'm not interested.
I don't like either team.
I mean, you know, Phil would be happy if Cowboys win.
I'd be happy if it ended in a tie.
You know they're not going to let it end in a tie. Somebody's going to win. I mean, how many ties have you seen in NFL history?
Not very many, but
there you go.
They happen.
That's what I'm saying. You're more than likely going to see it's going to be by like 1 or 2 or 3, and that's going to be about it.
I hate to say it, Green Bay is going to win. It's not
those words.
Not my choice of words, but I mean, it's the Cowboys.
You need to go wash your mouth out with soap now for saying those words.
I got some mouthwash I'll hit up later.
Might have to drink that mouthwash to get the image out of your head.
It is the mouthwash with alcohol because
there you go.
I like the burn.
Is it the old Listerine? You know,
yes. And it's the generic Listerine.
Oh.
So, yeah. That shit, when it hits your mouth in the morning, wake you right up.
Man, that don't just taste like gas. It tastes like leaded gas.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. No, I'll tell you what, man. Today was one of them days that I laid back so far on everything that I didn't even pick up some more orange juice.
Man, we quit buying orange juice. Fucking orange juice is $8 a goddamn gallon.
Well, I was going to pick some up so I could have a tequila sunrise, and I didn't pick any up today.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You're not. I forget. You're not dealing with a freaking family of four, so you don't have to buy that shit by the gallon.
No. I usually buy it by the, I don't even get milk by the gallon. I get it by the half gallon now, if I get any at all. Because it doesn't make sense for me to buy a full gallon. It goes bad.
Yeah. If I was by myself, I wouldn't buy shit by like I do now.
No,
Ain't no way. It'd all spoil before I'd fucking get to it.
Right.
Especially now, man. Since I've been on Manjaro, I've lost. Let's see. I'm going to use a calculator just because I don't feel like thinking about it.
Oh, did you have a math class this week?
I don't have any math classes. I met my prerequisite math with my associate's degree.
That's the funny thing is because mine, I did the comparison to what I did at ISU and what I've got now. We did that the other day, actually. And my prerequisites for going into psychology now compared to my my broadcasting degree at ISU are completely different, and that's why I've got to restart everything.
Yeah.
It's just
that's probably where I scored too. I went it's just furthering my education in the same field.
Right. I'm starting in a whole different field, and they're like, nope, you got to start everything from scratch. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah. And I had calculus, so they were like, you're good on math.
Yeah, I'm probably going to have that done before I'm out, on my way up to UT itself.
Yeah, it's a college requisite.
Yep. But I want to get all of that done before.
But you know what, ma'am? Trigonometry and calculus both. If you can do roofing, you can do trigonometry and calculus.
Oh, I do roofing quite a bit.
So that's the way I look at that. When I was going through trig and calculus, I was like, hold on a minute, this looks familiar.
It all looks like a roof.
And then it comes together and you're like, well, son of a bitch. It's really all just the angles in algebraic form because you don't necessarily know this angle without taking these measurements.
Oh man, like I said, I've got the deductive reasoning. I know what I need to do to get it done, and it said I'm right there. It's just a matter of getting this one remedial class done to get back up to speed.
You'll get there, man. It's not that bad.
Once I break the rust loose and I'm up and running with it again, oh, my ex-wife is going to be pissed because we had a decision after my son was born because I had to drop. And then we had a year that, she couldn't work and I had dropped out. So I was covering all the bills to keep us afloat. Right.
Right.
Well, it came back around. I'm like, I'd really like to get re-enrolled and get back after my degree. So she goes, oh, no, you can't do that. I said, why can't I go back to school? She goes, because I'm already re-enrolled and I'm going back.
Oh, nice play. Anyways, continue your story.
And then she goes, oh, by the way, here's your bill for it. I go, my bill? Well, yeah, we're married. You have to pay for it.
Oh, he missed it. He fucking missed it.
Yeah, I can't see the plays. I'm just following the scores right now.
It's a Bears game. You know I'm not gonna miss it.
Right. But no, that was her whole thing. It's like she went and registered for school and then handed me the fucking bill. When I said, I really think I want to go re-register and get back on my studies. So I got her through school and I paid for it. And then once she got herself set up, I got handed divorce papers. Like, well, there you go. There's a fucking I get for the fucking I got.
Yeah.
58 seconds left of the quarter. Well, according to this, I haven't refreshed it.
We're at
Got
63
divorced.
seconds on the half.
Got divorced and she's still after my money. Anyway,
I am so glad my ex-wife, she was just like, we're just gonna get this done and over with.
Yeah, not mine.
We did what the state required for the divorce, the parenting classes, because children were involved and stupid shit like that. And we both signed the papers. In court, agreed there's no child support, there's no alimony. At the age of 13, child will be able to choose who she lives with, and she ended up living with me.
Right.
Anyways, but it's been very amicable split. I was like, man, I got lucky on that.
Yeah, man. I mean, mine is, we're
as crazy as that bitch was, and she could have gotten shit out of me. She didn't.
We're almost 10 years removed, and she thinks that I owe her my gratitude for what she did. And I'm like, and I go, when we were married, you single-handedly walked in and caused so much irreparable damage to my family. Like my cousins, my parents, my uncles, my aunts. I mean, I'm just now starting to talk on a regular basis with a cousin that I used to talk to twice a week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And because of the damage she did. I've got uncles and aunts that still refuse to talk to me because of the damage that she did.
Yeah. Now, not saying there ain't lasting damage from my ex.
But, despite all of that, she acts like I should be thanking her.
But my ex and I were both in the same position, just glad it was over. It was done. Me and Dee had become pretty good friends. We hadn't started seeing each other or anything.
Right.
But Dee's the one that drove me to break up with my ex.
Well, I mean, talking to Dee last night, I could see why. And she will bust you out in a heartbeat.
Yeah, she will. Yeah, she will.
No question, it's going to happen. She will bust out the smalls.
Yes, she will.
And I enjoyed every fucking minute of it.
I love her to death. Now you understand. Now you understand why I married her.
Yeah. But I love the fact she'll bust you out that quick. Just in a heartbeat. Done.
She'll bust anyone out. She was busting Steve out and doesn't even really know him.
She busted out Steve. She busted out you. She busted me out. She's like, what the fuck are you playing at the beginning of your shows? Stuff to make people laugh. She goes, oh, I laughed. Oh, well, just wait. I can find more of them to make you laugh. Trust me. I got a laundry list of them here.
My wife's got a sense of humor, so.
Like there's one that came out, one of those funny country music bands that I've been playing.
Yeah.
It just dropped a new one today. It says "Climb on up, long shaft." I might have to play that one tomorrow. Here you go, Mel. This one's for you. Climb on up, long shaft. Oh man, but no, I haven't drank anything today. I've ate like a horse. Gonna have to get a shower before I go to bed, but there, you got your coffee going, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get some water here and get the water heating up so I can make some tea. Honestly, actually, a cup of hot tea sounds really good.
Jocelyn just made herself some hot tea.
I do, I like a hot tea once in a while.
I do, not very often, but every once in a while.
Yeah,
I'll be like, instead of coffee.
Well, if you wouldn't mind hanging on to this for a couple seconds while I get a couple things to do that, I'll just be right in my kitchen. I won't be able to do shit. You're going to call me an asshole, I'm sure.
I ain't calling no one an asshole. He's going to go for it, guys. Cheap followers on streamboo.com removes the space. What the hell's going on in this chat? Dude, you got some kind of a spammer.
It's like, yeah, it's like when Sheldon tried on the headphones. Oh, I want to see if I can hear anything. Oh, yeah, by the way, that autograph was a me autograph, not a George Lucas autograph. Oh, one time I stayed the night and I didn't have my toothbrush, so I used yours.
All right, halftime, 14-9.
Yeah, so the Bears booted in a field goal.
Yeah, they got another field goal.
Well, at least they're trying to keep it within
a. Yeah, they're trying. They just can't punch one in. Let's see what second half brings.
Chiefs have gone up again. They're up 20-7 against the Ravens.
Oh shit.
Colts have the ball in the third quarter, but they're still down 13-10 against the Rams.
Rhino's going to be choking the chicken tonight.
Either that or getting Reba pregnant.
Yeah, that he could be knocking Reba up again.
I mean, I think he'd love to just give us shit. Oh, my fucking team's 2-2, motherfuckers.
Oh, I'm sure.
Then Stan's going to go, yeah.
14-9 at halftime is not out of it.
No.
We're not out of it if we can pull it together.
But, like I said, you'll definitely have him sitting there. Oh, my team's up 2-2, and then you're going to have Steve turn around and go, yeah, 4-0, motherfucker.
Yeah. 4-0, motherfucker. Why can't my team be 4-0? There was a time when the Bears were great.
Yeah.
All the way up until after the 85 season when they did away with the cheerleaders.
Maybe they need to bring back the cheerleaders.
Ever since then, we've only seen one championship of any kind. All the way up to 85 season when we won the Super Bowl, we had the most NFL championships of any team. And for the longest time was the winningest team when it come to total regular season wins.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they need to bring the cheerleaders back.
feels like that goddamn goat curse you all fucking incurred.
Fuck, I hated that fucking curse. 36 years of my life hoping for a World Series because of that fucking curse.
4 years? Something like that. How long did the Cubs go without a World Series? Oh, come on. Stupid pop-ups. Let's find out.
I'll tell you what, that's the way to do it right there, Smalls, that electric kettle.
Oh, yeah? That thing quick, man. You just fucking started that water.
Yeah, I know. And, I mean, hell, you can kind of see the steam rolling off of it. Yeah, I love that thing.
108 years. 108-year stretch.
Yeah, without a World Series. You're right, Volk. But I'm saying 36 years of my life I waited for that.
Well, yeah, you're not the only one that waited that many years.
Oh, my grandpa got it. You know, my grandpa remembered when they went in 45 because he was in what was known as the Merchant Marines back then. And he was stationed in New York, and he had his, the old radio set that he had to ground to the radiator so he could listen to the game. And he was listening to the games in New York when the Cubs lost it in 45.
That's insane.
So when they won it in 16, I mean, he didn't stop smiling.
I bet not.
For damn near a year, he did not stop smiling because they won it. Yeah. There you go, folks. He's a year older than I am, so it was 37 years for him. I mean, dude, I was doing a shuttle run at that time from Caterpillar and Morton to O'Hare Airport. So I had the last game on. I had game 7 on, and I'm listening to it. And when they won, I had to pull the truck over. I literally, no, and I mean, I'm serious. I'll admit it. I literally had to pull the truck over because I started bawling.
Wow.
I was so happy that they fucking got it. Then I got myself under control and I drove up to the truck stop I was stopped at. And Chronic Chris was there that night. And he was working at that truck stop and he came running around and gave me a hug. He's like, we won.
That's insane.
1:30 in the morning.
Go lay down.
Now, it was 1:30 in the morning, and I'm on the tri-state on my way around to go to O'Hare, right? And even at 1:30 in the morning with the windows down that day, I could still hear Go Cubs Go getting sang in the city all the way out to this tri-state tollway. Dude, it was such an amazing night. Like Chicago for that week was a different atmosphere altogether.
Oh, it would have been.
Oh, dude, no, I'm serious. Like I went up there for something a couple of days later. I didn't make it up for the celebration. There's a couple reasons, and one of them being that I just don't like crowds.
Right.
But
I'm not a crowd person either.
The atmosphere in Chicago that week was all everybody loved each other. Everybody was helping each other out. When they got the damn river painted blue, they dump the dye in it for St. Patty's Day every year and make it green, which doesn't take much.
No.
But when they made that fucker bright cubby blue, I mean, it was such an amazing atmosphere.
Fuck, man.
And then the next week, Trump got elected for his first term, and Chicago descended back into chaos.
TDS is real, man. There's people out there that hate him so much
Oh yeah,
that he could announce a cure to cancer and they would refuse it.
yeah.
It's sad that your hatred for someone can run that deep.
Well, like you and I have talked about this. Like I said before, what he did in his first term, as far as economy, foreign policy, a lot of different, getting the agreement to get the wall up, the different things that were issues. He did a fantastic job with it. And I sincerely had hoped that he was going to come back in when the election results were announced and that he was going to do pretty much the same thing he did his first time around. Basically try to right the ship.
That's all I see happening. People are against tariffs, but within the first few months of the tariffs, we brought in $88 billion.
I mean, the tariffs are one thing. That's part of the economy thing. You know where my stance is at, why? We've had this conversation. We had this conversation Thursday night.
I'm for the experiment because it is an experiment. And so far, it's producing an income.
Yeah.
It is producing jobs. They may not be happening right now because these places have got to build their factories and get up and running.
I want that industry back here because I think if you put American labor on it, you're actually getting some of the best laborers you can in the world.
Yes, absolutely.
I want that back. Targeting certain groups in the country, though, that I'm not behind that. I'll never be behind that.
And we come to the very conclusion that I'm not behind everything he does.
No, yeah, and we've talked about that. Hell, you and I came up with a compromise over his whole anti-transgender thing, and we came to a compromise, and less time than it took for him to sign the damn executive order.
Right. I guess we ought to write up the bill and be like, here you go.
Fucking right. We probably should. Now, here's a kicker to it, though. One of those friends of mine that lives by Hippers, I got a call from her the other day. Right after I had told you what that compromise was, right? And I told her about it, and she goes, you know what? I know a lot of them out there that would pay that bill just to shut him the fuck up. She goes, that would work. Right there. Right fucking there. Now,
and here's one thing I would have to say, though, is it wouldn't be available to just anybody saying I'm transgender and want to change.
No, and it shouldn't be. Look, the WPATH standards of care that are out there for that, they are extensive, and they are extensive for a reason. Because if you just open it up, then you are making it, like you were saying, elective surgery. These folks are going through 2 years or longer before they have to have 2 letters, one from a mental health professional saying, yes, this is necessary. The other one from their primary care physician saying, yes, this is necessary and they can survive it. Without those 2 letters, that's a no-go.
As it should be.
And I agree with that level of care for that. Because let's face it, that is a life-altering.
And anybody under the age of 18 has no business.
Well, and that's been law. I've heard all of that. That's been law all the way across the board without parental consent. That should not be happening. And honestly, I don't think this is where I differ with a lot of the folks that I know that are transgender, okay? And I don't think medical intervention should begin based on parental consent. I still think there has to be medical standards of care that are involved. And I mean, look, I've got a 13-year-old. I ask him what he wants for breakfast, and he'll look at me and go, pancakes, bacon, marijuana. Like, what the fuck, really?
Marijuana.
Dude,
Right.
He doesn't know what fucking pants to wear most of the time. How's he supposed to know that that is the case with himself? And again, don't get me wrong, that there are exceptions to the rule that know that at a very, very young age, but it's a psychologist's job to determine that, not a parent.
Right.
And if the psychologist and the parent and the doctor, the pediatrician agree that yes, maybe this is the right route for the beneficial factor of the mental health of the child, now you've got checks and balances that are all saying, okay, maybe this is what we should look at.
Right, but
the parents, I'm not saying that the parents should be completely cut out. They should be involved in the decision. But I'm saying that the doctors should be as well. And it should be a unanimous vote.
Yes! Sorry.
Bears must have scored, so I'm refreshing.
No, not a score, just another interception.
Oh, okay.
The Raiders got the ball, and first play, we got a fucking interception.
Well, like in the idea of that, I'll go with this. You've got to have mom, dad, pediatrician, psychologist all sitting down together, right? If any one of the four say no, game over. It has to be unanimous.
Yep.
That's my thought.
Yep, I agree on that.
But I don't think it should be just the parents or just the doctors or just and no one at the fucking school.
Yeah, the school has no business.
It is not the school's job to step in and be a parent.
Nope.
No one at the fucking school should have a word.
You're there to educate my kid and make sure my kid's safe while they're in your hands.
You're supposed to be teaching my child how to read, how to write, how to spell squirrel, which you would be surprised how many adults do not know how to spell squirrel.
Oh, dude, I don't ever spell it right. I always leave an R out.
Squirrel. You have mathematics, you have history, you have sciences that you should be teaching. None of this falls into that.
Yeah. No gender studies, no, and we're kind of in a different place with sex ed. I think they could teach it earlier, but in the end,
I would kind of concede 7th grade, but I'm saying it's the bare basics. You don't need to go into gory details.
Right. Now, if within sex ed you wanted to touch on it, it is something that I'd be okay with.
Like a touch on?
Like, it may be a chapter of the entire course.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're like, certain people don't, and then don't necessarily fall into A and B.
Right.
And maybe just kind of make it an awareness of it for like a class.
Exactly.
I could see that.
But like I said, within that confines of sex ed.
Right.
Because that's what it is in the end.
I wouldn't even start any of that until high school. Sex ed should start with, Here's the banana. Here is the condom. You know what I mean?
Right. Or make it elective classes. Make gender studies an elective.
The fact of the matter is with me pursuing a psychology degree now, gender studies is going to be a part of my curriculum at the higher education level.
It sure is.
And I'm going to have to know that to be an effective psychologist. But that's part of what I'm preparing to learn.
Faked the fake. Yes, that was great. Yes. Williams went to fucking hand it off to Swift, or handed it off to Swift, and Swift acted like he was going to toss it back to Williams and then took off running.
All right, other score updates for everybody right now if you're listening. Jaguars over the 49ers, 17-14. Colts are down to the Rams, 13-10. Chiefs over the Ravens, 20-10 at the current moment. And Bears have the football, and they are down 9-14 from the Raiders. Oh, man, you know what's going to happen. Seabass is going to get off the plane in Hawaii and start crying. You know that, right?
Why is that? The Winers lose?
Winers are losing right now to Jacksonville.
I called that one.
You did.
I was joking on the spread. I don't know what the spread is, but
Jaguars up 17-14 over the 49ers.
They're up by 3.
Yeah.
I think I said 7 or 10. I think I was being really facetious when I said it.
I just keep scrolling back up to this one here. 26-0. I like the look of that.
Man, have you noticed there's been a lot of shutouts this season?
There have been some more blowouts, yeah.
Like complete shutouts, man. Like, what the fuck's happening?
But you know what? Tennessee took our team. So we had to create another one in Houston because Tennessee took the Oilers from us.
Yeah.
Fuck them. That should have been a blowout. Man, I'm looking at this Green Bay Dallas game, and I'm still just like, damn it.
It's almost like a goddamn train wreck, man. You don't want to watch it, but you can't help it.
No, I'm not going to watch it. I'm probably I started watching something else. All right, I was a fan of Walker, Texas Ranger.
Yeah, I think every child of our age was.
Now, prior to that, though, was a movie, and I loved Lone Wolf McQuade.
Don't think I've ever heard of it.
Oh, my God. Really? Okay. So, Lone Wolf McQuade was Chuck Norris, was a Texas Ranger in El Paso. More action. And he was an even bigger dick in that than he was in Walker.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Oh, dude, you got to watch that one. And what's it? David Carradine was the bad guy in it. So you got your martial arts scenes. You had gun running. You had the military involved. You had the feds involved. And then they buried McQuade in his old beat-up Ram Charger. And what do? He wakes up, he drinks beer, he hits the fucking supercharger and blows out of the hole and kills everybody. I mean, it's an old 70s action movie is what it really is, but it was great. You get lost in it for about an hour and a half and just enjoy the living hell out of it. Al Ruddy, who was the executive producer for, one of the most amazing movies of all time, The Godfather. And if you didn't know that, go back and watch The Offer. But Al Ruddy was the executive producer and one of the creators for Walker, Texas Ranger, and based a lot of Walker on McQuaid. But there's a lot of stuff that Walker did that was definitely Walker original, right?
Right.
So fast forward, and they
touchdown. Finally,
Bears got a touchdown.
That puts us in the lead.
Still hadn't updated it here yet, but so you fast forward quite a few years. You get past 9/11. You get past a lot of recent stuff. There it is. Bears up 16-14 over the Raiders. And then they did you get past COVID, and they did a Walker reboot on the CW. I'd heard mixed reviews about it, but as part of my HBO Max subscription, it was on there. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to start watching it. It's a different take. Walker's a former Marine who is also a widower that has 2 kids. And in the first episode, his wife was killed by the bad guys. Then he goes undercover for 11 months, comes back to the family ranch. His parents are still alive. And it's instead of being up by Dallas, this one is based in the Austin area. So I'm seeing a lot of the places that I run around in. And I've kind of enjoyed the different twist on it. This guy is not Chuck Norris by any means, but it has been a different twist on Walker. And it's been, watching a Texas Ranger deal with 2 teenage children while he also owns a bar. And where I'm at right now is his son trying to make an identity for himself, kicked open the doors on the bar and invited in a bunch of underage kids and threw a fucking rager. They got busted by the cops. And Walker finds out at Thanksgiving dinner that because of this, he no longer has a liquor license.
Oh, great.
So, yeah, he's pissed. So I'm waiting to see how he's going to take it out on his son. Because he thought his daughter did it first, the older one. Which she was the wild one that would have. And it's like, fuck. Now what, Hell, he lost a horse race that the family ranch was riding on him winning the horse race. And he lost the horse race because the other family cut through the strap on his fucking saddle. And it broke right by the finish line, and he hit the ground, and he lost the race.
Oh.
So they spent most of the second season trying to get the ranch back. And it's like, damn, you wouldn't have lost that race if you would have had Colton Rooster.
Right.
You would have lost a lot more. Like half of your bar. Oh man. So no, I've been kind of watching that and it's like, again, I still sit here. I'm like, every episode, I'm still sitting here going, dude, you're stumbling over your word. You are not fucking Chuck Norris. That's it. You're really not the real Cordell Walker. But the show hadn't been bad.
Right. I've been watching the reboot of Quantum Leap.
I haven't started watching that yet. But I've heard mixed.
They're very progressive.
Is it?
They actually have a trans person on the show.
Oh, no shit.
There's a trans character that is like a main part of the team.
Gushy?
Huh?
Is it Gushy? You got to remember, I watched the old one.
I'm not sure who he's replacing. I mean, he hasn't transitioned to the point he's very male.
Okay.
But you just have to watch it. It's
I'll have to kick into it.
But I'm not so far leaning so far right that I can't sit and enjoy the show.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There are so many people that they'll see something like that and they're like, fuck you, I'm not watching it.
Me, I was like, okay, this is going to be interesting.
Well, I mean, they've got a lesbian at the helm of the Enterprise in Star Trek Strange New Worlds.
Oh, wow.
It's not Sulu yet. It's like, what the fuck? But she's about as crazy as Sulu was.
Hmm?
And I mean, don't get me wrong. And please remember, again, I'm a huge Trek geek. I love Star Trek.
I liked a couple of them, but there's the majority of them I'm not real fond of. I loved Next Generation. I love the original.
Oh, I love the original series.
Voyager was okay-ish.
I was gonna say, yeah. Okay.
And I haven't watched any of the newer ones.
Deep Space Nine, when you get into the Next Generation era, Deep Space Nine is probably my favorite.
What? No, we haven't had supper yet. Go away with the candy.
Let's say Deep Space Nine is probably my favorites when you're in that next generation timeline.
Yeah.
I really did enjoy Deep Space Nine. And I think it's because it put more of a human element to it where not everything had the happy ending. Now we warp off to the next place.
Right.
You had some shit in that show. I did like Next Generation, especially the later seasons, or anything with Q, because Q was fucking hysterical. My mom hated Q, and I'm like, Q is the best bad guy ever.
He is, really.
Because he really wasn't a bad guy.
He had a good intention.
Yes.
He had good intention that was coming out the wrong way.
Way the wrong way. Made it when he had Worf and Picard and everybody sitting there in a Robin Hood remake, I'm going, oh my God. How could you fuck up this bad? But I mean, with Q being the final episode of the Next Generation was so fitting. And how it was done,
Yeah.
Picard, I watched. I really got into Picard. That was an amazing show.
I don't think I've watched that one.
Season 1 was kind of a slow starter. Season 2 was Q. All Q. All season. Okay. Season 3 put the Next Generation crew back together again.
Oh, cool.
And when all the shit hit the fan because the Borg was back and they couldn't figure out what to do, you find out, I'm going to give you a little bit of a spoiler here, which I'm sure you've probably seen, but Geordi recovered, restored, and rebuilt the Enterprise D.
Oh, cool.
And at the end of season 3, which was the final season of Picard, the Enterprise D came out, saved the day, and then went to the Fleet Museum. I mean, there was a lot of really. Season 3 was fast moving.
Oh, come on. Stop the run already.
Season 3 was very fast moving. And Discovery, I tried to watch, and I'm like, fuck this. I did not watch any of Lower Decks because I'm like, look, if I'm watching this, I'm watching it to see what it's gonna, what's gonna be stimulated from the show. I don't want to watch. The last Star Trek cartoon I watched was Star Trek the Animated Series.
There was an animated series?
Yeah, the 70s version.
I did not know that.
Oh, yeah. And Kirk was actually voiced by William Shatner. Leonard Nimoy voiced Spock, and DeForest Kelley voiced McCoy.
Awesome.
I mean, they carried it on another year and a half with the animated series. It was actually pretty good. They had another Trouble with Tribbles in that one where Cyrano Jones made the Tribble one giant Tribble. And then when they reversed it, the Tribbles blew up all over that space station again. He had to go back to picking them all up. No, there is. Oh,
come on.
Don't tell me Raiders scored.
Yes.
Touchdown.
Stevenson had the fucking tackle and fucking missed. God damn it.
Well, so Vegas paid off your defense.
Vegas paid off everybody. The refs, everybody.
They went and made him an offer they can't refuse. Damn, 21-16. Colts are now over the Rams, 17-13. Jaguars still beating the 49ers, now 20-14. And 27 Chiefs, Ravens 13. You know, if the Rams lose this, Grizzly is going to be intolerable.
Oh, God, man. He's already intolerable. 3-0, 3-0. That's only 3 games. There is still fucking 14 more to go, buddy.
Yeah, there's a lot of football left.
There's still 14 games to go. Don't count your fucking chickens before they hatch, bro.
No, he's not just counting his. He's counting Seabass's, too. The only good thing I see right now is the Jaguars have increased their lead over the 49ers. I hate to say it. That's a good thing I see. Oh, hell. But otherwise, I'm not seeing much good about the well, I take it back. There is another piece of good news. My Texans won. Finally, 1-1.
That's how I felt last week, but this week's, man, this has actually been a good game, kind of back and forth.
Well, I'm liking that. So at least now I know it's not going to be a total shutout season. Now the best I can hope for is 50%.
Yep. That's one of those wish in one hand, shit in the other, see which one piles up fastest. Who knows?
Well, we're at 25% right now. I'd like a 50% win rate. Or close to it as possible. Don't think I'm going to get it, but I'd like it. I have a better chance of seeing that out of the Longhorns this year.
Even though you guys won, Stroud did not look so good.
He hasn't looked good all season. I don't know what the fuck is going on with him. I mean, what the hell? If Kansas City sending Taylor Swiftie down there to go fuck him or something and give him herpes?
I don't know, man.
He has not looked like himself all season. I don't know what the hell it is.
I watched that game today and was like, wow. A couple times it looked like he was going to play hurt.
I mean, he does do that. If he's not feeling well, he'll push himself back out there. That he's a lot like Big Ben was. But he doesn't know when to hang it up and say, that's it, I need a break.
Oh, yes, somebody rooting against the Bears. That's what I need.
You need somebody rooting against the Bears staying on?
Pat says, well, Smalls, I hope Bears lose so I don't have to listen to wife bitching.
Oh. All right. Well, on that note,
Pat's wife must be a Raiders fan.
Yep. On that note, I'm not even in that chat room right now. Yeah, I do like the little music that we've got for this one. No,
makes me think of a cruise.
I know, right? Every time I hear it, I'm like, all right, I need 3 women coming out here in coconut bras.
Yes.
And the little grass hula skirts. Be like, hello. Of course, the way Squirrel and that other friend of ours are going right now, they would probably enjoy it as well.
Probably.
But so that would mean there'd have to be 4 of them. You know, 1 each for one of them and then 2 for me.
There you go. It's the way to roll.
I'm waiting on Squirrel to just start giving me hell. I mean, the whole thing is once you go lesbian, you'll always love Kitty. I was like, now which one of you is going to be the dominant one? She goes, we're talking about that right now. I'm like, yeah, remember, one of you has to wear the dress once in a while. She's like, you just shut the fuck up. So what's your final thoughts for tonight?
Man, I don't really have any, man. I'm too stoned. I'm sitting here. Go Bears. It's not looking so good though.
No. They just boot in a field goal on top of that?
No.
Rams just got the ball back, so we'll see what they do. Wouldn't it be funny to see Grizzly deflate if the Colts just went on a fucking losing streak starting next week?
Oh, God. That'd be so great.
Like just...
Yeah, me and Indianapolis, they beat us in the last Super Bowl that we appeared in, so I'm kind of...
You're kind of anti-Indy.
Yeah. Even though it really wasn't Indy that beat us, that was Peyton Manning was at the height of his fucking career.
And he'd worked so hard for it. He deserved that Super Bowl as much as I hated seeing him get it. He really did deserve it. All right, I'm back tomorrow for Texas Toasted Mayhem on Southern Fried Radio. Smalls is going to have your safety meeting 2.0. Or no, tomorrow's Wake and Bake. Tomorrow's Wake and Bake with with Rhino and Stain.
Yeah.
Race is over. Engine number 9 wins. Of course, check out everything we've got going on Southern Fried Radio. Morning Disaster as well. And we're back Thursday night with Amigos After Dark after I do my show there. Everybody take care. Have a safe week. Thank you, Houston, for finally fucking kicking Stroud in the ass and winning one. And we'll see all of you next time. Good night, everybody.
Good night.